I spent 31 years in the military. I'm a retired senior military officer. My background in the military is aviation, special operations, and combat engineering. In spite of the fact that I had extensive physical, medical backgrounds and checks and because of my activities, the one thing that Lifeline screening offered had never been done. Well, I like the idea of having the Dopplers. I did not have a family history of any of the problems associated with the kinds of things that you test for. But over the years, having seen a number of people, my colleagues and friends my age or younger, having strokes, heart attack, or other medical problems, I come from the school, I want to know if there's something wrong with me so we can be proactive and get it fixed.
I really believe in being proactive in your health, not chancing anything that could go wrong that you would not otherwise know about.
We take the Lifeline screening on an annual basis and have for many years. Went in the fall, took the Lifeline screening, expected to get the letters like we normally get that says, you know, you're okay in all areas. In this particular case, my letter came within just a very few days and said, we think you have a problem with your right carotid artery. You need to immediately check with your family physician for follow-up treatment. And that really started the ball rolling. The second that I put the letter down after reading it, I called my personal physician.
I mean, the first instinct is to cry. You know, the first instinct is to back away and say, no, this isn't happening. But it really was. So we just had to gather our thoughts, and I had to gather mine and say, well, you know, this is going to be okay. But it was very, very frightening. We go in 2009, 1 year later, and I get the letter 5 days later from Lifeline that says, see your doctor immediately. You have a blockage of significant size in your left carotid artery. And I had to end up having the surgery, just the same as Sam.
Every year that we've done the Lifeline screening for the last umpty years, we always take the results immediately to our physician and have it inserted in our plans. The unique thing is, right after my surgery, when I finally realized the gravity of everything, because it became a whirlwind once I was diagnosed with the problem. And I sat down with our doctor and I said, I felt great. I had no symptoms. What would have happened had I not gone to Lifeline screening? He said, you would have had a stroke. You would have either died or had paralysis or worse. So there's no doubt in my mind that although we've been doing this for many years, and I will continue to do it every year, that saved my life, there's no doubt. And the same thing with Carol. We would have never known.
There is a penalty you pay if you don't take care and be proactive with your health. And no matter how many doctors you go to, they are not going to do this for you. It's just not a reality.
And it's not just one time, because look how many years we've been taking this, and we would get the letter from you that said you're normal or moderate with no concern for your age. And then out of the clear blue, even after I'd retired and all the stress and the pressure was somewhat removed, bingo, then I have a problem. So I think that that tells us we need to take it at least every year. And we will as long as we can. Lifeline screening does something that other medical exams do not do. They check using the Dopplers. Other screenings do not do that unless you exhibit symptoms. If you're like us and many of the other people that I've read about, you don't have the symptom till you're either dead or you're past the point that they can save you surgically. There's a big difference in a normal routine medical exam and Lifeline screening. If someone goes into the hospital, as I understand it, to have the MRI or a Doppler exam, it can be $1,500 or more. The cost that you do with Lifeline screening is so minimal. The comparison is not even there.
All you have to do is look in the face of your children, your grandchildren, and your husband, because that lets you know how much they love you, and you owe it to them to be with them as long as you can. Lifeline screening, I think, really saved both of our lives. We're here today to tell you because of Lifeline screening.